Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to showcase to you another LED street light. But this one, I'm not paid to do this review, but this review is going to be pretty good because this LED luminaire right here that you see, made by General Electric, it's the Cat V Leopard, is a really high quality luminaire. And I'm not just saying that, I am saying that because it offers so many benefits. It's more budget friendly than the Sylvania Road LED MIDI. And the overall design of this thing, so much better. And you're actually getting more out of it than you would Sylvania. So, over here is the label, as you can see. There's the LED panel. Each LED is labelled as well. So this review we're going to go through a couple of things like the overall build quality. It doesn't have the photo cell in it because the seller I got it from last year bypassed it. It must have been installed where the photo cell wasn't needed or something. I haven't bothered to fix that. But that does not change this review at all because it does still work and turn on how it should. Either way, these LEDs are, I'd say they're probably bird resistant because the clips on them, we'll start off with the clips, are extremely good. And why I say that is because normally you open them from the top. No, you can't. That's because they don't open from the top. They are bird proof, they open from the underneath of the fitting. And they are very tight. But let's just say you have some Corellas or cockatoos or something that want to come around and, hang off the bottom of the clips. Well, all we have to do is just tighten this down. Like so. Now you can't open it. So only uses a Phillips head screw. You can even just hand tighten it, as you just seen me do. No bird will be able to unclip that once that screw's tightened up, and this is a major benefit compared to the Sylvania Road LED MIDI, because I do know this fitting looks actually very similar. I'm not obviously going to keep comparing it to the Road LED MIDI, because this is a General Electric fitting, but I am going to compare some differences that I have noticed, and this is really an ungraded fixture for what it is. So, the first thing was the clips. They are awesome. Really cool. Easy fastening. Toolless, unless you screw that in, but I'm assuming most linesmen probably wouldn't. But for in high bird areas, most definitely, and that would last forever. The writing, that's good. It won't really rub off. It's nice. The photo cell, it is actually compatible with smart controllers and also Zaga too. I'm not sure where they'd place the Zaga. I would presume over here, and they'd probably move the writing here or here. I'm not entirely sure. You'd have to request technical information from Connected Light Solutions to get that. But it does say on the website that it is compatible. LED panel is actually serviceable. You can actually remove it, because in my other video, we did go through a couple of other fittings, and we have noticed a lot of LEDs aren't serviceable, like the drivers aren't replaceable. Alright, so these are very thin fixtures. They're actually not that thick, which makes them a lot better. And there's the heat sink, which dissipates all the heat. They're actually quite thick, well designed. It's actually on a slope, so any rain just washes straight off, which, comparing to the Road LED MIDI, rain and dirt can all clutter up in there, but with this, the dirt, if it clutters up or anything, the rain will wash it downhill and it will come off, providing the luminaire is mounted at 0 degrees. But that is really cool. Alright, shall we open it up and check it out? So, as you can see, that's how they latch. Clips on the top, and then you latches down like this. Like that. You just got to be careful because they do spring. And one thing I've noticed, this compared to the Road LED MIDI, these clips aren't fragile. They aren't afraid to snap on there like they actually should. the rotary MIDI weakens really quickly. Alright, now we have access to the electronics. It's very well sealed. That seal is really thick, actually. That's actually really, really thick. I forgot to mention in some other videos, I think, about the seals. That seal is really good. Very, very well thought through and designed. So over here we have the LED driver, made by Inventronics. They might change it depending on the wattage of the luminaire. I'm not entirely sure. Here is the mounting, which, oh look at that, it's even got this rubber seal that the cable passes through. That's just even better. So this is the clamping mechanism, but it has like these teeth which grip onto the outreach or the pole and make sure it's secure. It's got 4 bolts, not seized. As you can see, they're not seized. That's awesome. Once they get to a certain bit, they kind of do. But the Sylvania ones are always seized, I've noticed, and the Phillips. There's this. I think it's a surge protector. Yep. Look at the photocell socket down there. As you can see, it has been bypassed. But what makes this LED so special is, have a look at all the Wago connectors. Nothing actually is joined using those crimp connectors besides individual wires with nothing attached to them for future adaptivity. That's because this is well thought through, well manufactured, and a lot of time and effort went into the research and actual design and making of this thing. And that's why I feel this is an underrated fixture, because if the driver breaks, all you have to do is undo the Wagos and literally just replace it. They don't even use star screws. It just has standard Phillips head screws. So linesmen could do that with a like an impact driver or anything. It would take less than 5 minutes to change the driver. And that is why I like this GE thing. Not GE thing. GE Cat V Leopard. Sorry. So here we have the sticker. These do come in 3000 kelvins as well. And I have spoken to Connected Light Solutions a couple of times in the past about these fittings. They've been very, very helpful. The customer service is fantastic. That's why I'd recommend this light. And if you guys live in Australia, you'd notice the Sylvania Road LED and Road LED MIDI sometimes have issues where the wire cover, or compartment cover, technical term, which is this, actually comes off. Nope, not for the GE. It actually has this strain relief here, but also there's nothing it can snap. It's not going to snap. It's designed so it doesn't. It's just really well and easy to maintain, service, the lengthivity of it, everything. I do believe they come in aero screen though, not semi-cut off, which that's okay, because one thing I've noticed about semi-cut off is it's glary and not the best. Alright, so now we're going to turn the fixture on, and we're going to show you. The LEDs do dissipate a little bit of heat, but only when it first turns on, then it cools down, and I think that would probably be because the heatsink is doing its job. And I was actually really surprised because it's connected to the watt meter before the video, and I'm going to show you if it works. So we'll turn it on. Okay, so as you can see, there's the light output. It's quite nice. But if I look at it from a distance, stare into the LED panel, or even up close, just stare into the LED panel, then look away, my eyes don't continue to see that reflection of the LED chips individually on like the wall or one of my fans. The LEDs, you can look into them without actually being blinded. And that's another thing I like, because yeah, if you look at it too long, but if you're driving underneath it and happen to glance up at it, it's not going to cause you any eye strain, because it's not doing that to me, and that usually does happen to me. It happened with the Sylvania Street LED and the Phillips that we tested. So that's why I like this luminaire a lot better. There's the LED panel. As I did say, these are capable of 3000K. I can feel the tiny bit of warmth radiating, but nothing too serious. Side view, directly on the side, no glare. Slightly tilted, no glare. Tilted a lot more, you're going to get a little bit of glare. But I must say, this fitting has to be one of the most robust, best fixtures I have ever seen for Australian roadway use. These are approved to be used. It's just a lot of people tend to go with Slovenia, which, believe it or not, the 68 watt Cat V Leopard is cheaper than the Slovenia Radial Midi 60 watts. I'm pretty sure it averaged about 650, 700, but the 60 watt Radial Midi is just over $700. So you're getting a bit better quality with this luminaire, and I could be wrong. I'm not sure if I could find the specifications, but I'm pretty sure these might actually be higher lumens per watt comparing to the Rode LED Midi. So you're getting an overall better output as well. Alright, so at 244 volts, 50 hertz, we are 0.17 amps, 39.8 watts. It's above 39.5, so we can round it to 40. So we can safely say that it's actually pulling 40 watts of power, which is exactly what it's rated to do. It's time now to rate the fixture. Let's rate it on a few things. Build quality. I'm gonna have to give it a 10. Because it's all rigid. There's nothing plastic, nothing breakable. I've got a video of an Aldridge LED coming out, and you'll see why I think that thing's absolute junk. So the build quality of it is 10, because you can literally just take things apart, you can take things off, you can do a lot of things with it. Serviceability, I'm gonna have to give it a 10. And I'm not just saying that, it's because you've seen, it uses Wagos for everything. Like, the screws aren't made so you can't unscrew them, they're made for general serviceability. Overall efficiency, it's very efficient, so probably going to have to give it probably maybe a 7. And I wouldn't really rate any LED to a 10 anyway, because it's still not perfectly efficient, if you know what I mean. But it's definitely more efficient than the traditional sodium vapor and mercury bulbs it replaces. Its lifespan, I'm not sure how long it's rated for, actually. I might have to try and get a hold of that technical information if I can. But I can't imagine it being little, because it's a good, high-quality fixture. Oh yeah, also, I forgot to mention, too, the LED lens, oh, it's more glary that way, is actually down a bit, so it's not flush on the surface, so it's not really going to get damaged, as such, as easy as something else, especially if it's semi-cut-off, and these don't come in semi-cut-off, I don't think. Bird-proof, it's gonna get another 10, because the clips, they're invincible once you tighten these. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I've been making a few LED review ones, but this is not a paid review. I just generally like the fixture, the build quality, and everything. And I would have to rate it the best one I have, or have seen, for Australian roadway use. So I can only rate it based on what I have seen, but it definitely does deserve its rating, though. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope, maybe if you're like a lighting enthusiast or anything, in the future you might consider the General Electric Cat V Leopard, General Electric Evolve Cat V Leopard luminaire. So I did forget to mention, these do come in wattages between 40 to 250. It doesn't change the length of the fixture at all. The fitting itself stays the same length, it just uses different panels. So I think the most this goes, I think, is, I'm not sure, but there's 122 watt with dual panel like that. There's a 233 watt, has like individual little panels everywhere. It's really cool. I'm assuming that if power company, like, if they get enough interest, they'd actually probably make them to your specification, really. And that's what I like about GE, because it's been connected light solutions. It's been nothing but useful and very helpful to the public, even if it is just the general public, not someone actually buying one to be installed. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoy, and yeah, I hope to make some more of these honest review videos in the future. We'll turn it off. Watch the LEDs turn off. There we have it. Thanks for watching.